Hello and welcome to Reptile Top 10s, the only YouTube channel dedicated to making reptile-themed top 10 videos. Today, before we get started, I'd like you to take a look at a few pictures. Now, if you couldn't tell those were all pictures of animals, that is because today's video is on the world's most amazing and effective reptile camouflage. So without further ado, let's jump in. Number 10. The chameleon is perhaps the most well-known example of reptile camouflage, and for good reason. They are well known for their ability to change their color to match their surroundings. While they don't change color quite as fast as they are depicted to in movies and TV shows, a chameleon's wide range of color is still a sight to behold. The only reason they didn't rank higher on the list is because they are too versatile. They are sort of the jack-of-all-trades, master of none of the camouflage world. While they do blend in, they don't completely disappear like some of the reptiles on the list. Number 9. Alright, quick, you have 3 seconds to pick which one is safe to touch. Alright, and time is up. If you picked the one on the right, congratulations, you picked the mountain king snake and are safe. However, if you picked the one on the left, you picked the coral snake, which has the world's second most deadly venom. Now I know what you're thinking. That is not camouflage, I can clearly see both snakes, and the one on the left totally wore it better. And yes, that is all true, but I still had to include it because I feel this sort of mimicry is a form of camouflage in itself, a way of hiding in plain sight. Because the cow king looks like a venomous snake, predators are intimidated into leaving it alone because they see a coral snake instead of the cow king right in front of them. This is kinda like a human getting face tattoos to seem tough. It doesn't make him blend in, and if anything draws much more attention to him. However, people don't make fun or stare because some people with face tattoos are freaking crazy and will kill you with a spoon. So remember kids, red on black is a friend of Jack, red on yellow is a deadly fellow, and just say no to face tattoos. And drugs. I feel like one may lead to the other, sort of chicken or the egg situation thing. Number 8. Number 8 on the list, the lined leaf-tailed gecko is truly amazing. Why is it amazing, you may ask? Because it looks like a stick. The lined leaf-tailed gecko, also known as Uroplatus lineatus, is native to the rainforests of Madagascar and reaches lengths of 10 inches from snout to tail. But more importantly, it looks like a stick. Their wooden-like appearance makes even more sense from a camouflage perspective when you learn that they mainly inhabit areas where bamboo grows. You can really just see how the lines and striations on their body mimic a shaft of bamboo perfectly. You know, 'cause they look like a stick. Number 7. The next creature on the list is the incredibly vicious green snake caterpillar. Okay, so maybe it's not vicious, and yes, again, I know it's not camouflage in the traditional sense, and this time isn't even a reptile, but I figured any creature that tries this hard to be a snake can be an honorary reptile for the day, even if it does look a bit like a plush toy. The green snake caterpillar is able to inflate the head of its body and retract its legs to appear even more snake-like when it feels threatened. This caterpillar is absolutely amazing to me, but I still can't decide if it's cute or terrifying. Number 6. Next is the leaf-litter toad. Endemic to Honduras, Costa Rica, Colombia, and parts of Ecuador, this amazing toad uses a leaf-like pattern to disappear among the leaves on the forest floor. The leaf-litter toad is really where this list hits the next level of camouflage and gets into the animals that just disappear if you aren't looking for them. Which brings us to the next reptile. Number 5. Bringing us into the top 5, we have a rock. There it is. This is the Vietnamese mossy tree frog. Obviously named for its moss-like pattern, the mossy tree frog, like many amphibians, is nocturnal, meaning that predators are tasked not only with finding it despite its camouflage, but also with finding it in the dark. The mossy tree frog spends most of its time in flooded caves, riverbanks, and mountain streams, but today they are becoming common in the pet trade and have even been captive bred. Number 4. Next is the shorthorn lizard, also known as the horny toad. Native to the southwestern U.S., there are a handful of species of horny toad, varying in color based on their habitat, but they all possess the same amazing ability to camouflage. Their horns don't only make it harder for predators to eat them, but also aid them in camouflaging by breaking up the line and shape of their body. You can see in these pictures how their horns and spikes almost match the texture of the dirt. It makes it hard to tell where the ground ends and the horny toad begins. But when in doubt, the horny toad has a backup defense. They are able to eject blood from their eyes to scare away predators. Dang, nature, you scary. Number 3. Rounding out the top 3 is the Satanic leaf-tailed gecko, and yes, that is its real name. Almost looking more plant than animal, this incredible species is able to seamlessly hide in the treetop canopies of Madagascar. It is scientifically known as the Uroplatus fantasticus, so I guess the satanic bit might have been added in later. While they may seem creepy looking to some, the Satanic leaf-tailed gecko couldn't hurt a fly. Well, it could hurt a fly. Bugs make up most of their diet. But that's about it, and that's because grown males can weigh as little as 4 grams, which is absolutely tiny and just makes this species all the more incredible. Number 2. The Gaboon Viper ranks second on the list and is native to Central African rainforests and uses its camouflage abilities for evil. Okay, so not really evil, but it is the only venomous species on the list and is known for having the longest fangs among venomous snakes. You can see how its color and rigid lines help it blend right in with the bed of leaves. Gaboon vipers are ambush predators that hide until prey comes within reach. They mostly eat lizards, frogs, and small rodents. And honestly, as absolutely gorgeous and incredible as this snake is, the idea of coming across one while hiking is petrifying. This is what reptile fears are made of. Number 1. And finally, the world's best case of reptile camouflage, the mossy leaf-tailed gecko. There have been 3 other kinds of leaf-tailed gecko on the list, but the Uroplatus cicoria takes the prize for the best camouflage. It really appears to be invisible in a few of these pictures. The mossy leaf-tailed gecko is a nocturnal tree-dwelling gecko and can reach lengths of 6 to 7 inches. It has dermal flaps along its sides that help break up the shape of the gecko, aiding in its camouflage. Despite its great disguise, the mossy leaf-tailed gecko has become a protected species due to habitat loss and overcollection for the pet trade. However, they are now being captive bred and may someday become more common pets. So that is it, the list of the coolest, craziest, and most impressive cases of reptile camouflage. My name is Joe, this has been Reptile Top 10s, and if you liked the video, please subscribe and comment below to let me know what you want to see more of in the future. And thanks for watching. But wait, there's more! If you click subscribe in the next 5 minutes, your keyboard and or mobile device will turn into diamonds. Reptile Top 10s and subsidiaries are responsible for the content of this special offer. Results not typical. File all complaints with Thanks Obama LLC.